Now we review Halloween H20. Is anyone else thirsty? I mean, what's going on here? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I am slowly, I know it's been years now, but I'm cracking through all the Halloween films. I believe I have 3 more to go. There would be Halloween Resurrection and the 2 Rob Zombie Halloweens, but Halloween H20, I remember as a film I saw in theaters. As the name doesn't really explain, it's been 20 years. Michael Myers has been nowhere to be found for all this time. But suddenly he just sort of turns up, finds where his sister Lory is, and is coming. And this whole time, Lory is sort of a broken alcoholic person who is trying to protect her son from Michael Myers, even though the guy hasn't shown up for 20 years. And to add another really weird level of this story, Lory works at a private school where her son goes, and they're going on a trip to Yosemite for Halloween. Like, that would effing happen. And the son wants to go, but the mom won't let him. Yes, it's a weird movie, and in it being a weird movie, I honestly think what happened is they found a script, and they said, I imagine I imagine Michael Myers running around in this. Let's make this part of the Halloween franchise. So this film forgets everything between Halloween 2 and this movie. So Halloween 3 is a different universe, okay? The Season of the Witch is a different universe where the Halloween movie is a movie, okay? Michael Myers is a fictional character in Halloween 3. So that never had any relation to any of the other films, although it probably would be good enough to have a sequel. And then you've got the 4, 5, and 6, where, you know, Michael Myers is essentially immortal or whatever have you, and we're just going to take those and throw them away. And then here we have this improbable movie where Michael is still stalking his sister after all these years. Okay. Doesn't feel like a Halloween movie to me. I liked it better when I saw it in theaters, you know, so many years ago, 25 years ago, 27 years ago, I think. Because I didn't know anything about the Halloween films. I don't think I had seen any of them. May have seen the first one, but I don't believe so. So, seeing this movie, you know, on the big screen, I was more invested in the characters, and quite frankly, I was a dumb kid. So, I watched it, and it was fine. Now, after all these years, it really feels like much more of a letdown than any of the other films, because, I mean, you've got the hot chicks, okay? And one of the things I would honestly like to see in these slasher films is the obligatory boob shot. I don't think we really got that in this. I don't remember it if it did happen. And there was a chick with, I mean, she just looked like she was the obligatory boob chick. And you're like, yeah, she's the obligatory boob chick. You're going to get some boobage. No. And then the kills, you don't really see the kills. You see a lot of the aftermath of the kills. But, you know, it does kind of beg the question, why don't we just, you know, get the hell out of there? And I mean, how is it this guy is in this enclosed space? Why can't people get out of this enclosed space? Is it just that they're too stupid to know? You know, I mean, pick a direction and start running is generally the best thing you can do in a lot of these slasher movies. But this kind of, I think it springboarded off the Scream franchise, and it kind of wanted to be a little like Scream. There's even, I think, a bit of, I think, Scream 2 in this movie, like on a TV or something. So it is the return to form of the Halloween franchise, but as a return to form, it is a pretty pretty sad movie. I mean, it had a budget of $17 million, and I think its box office was $45 million, which is peanuts today, you know. But the formula for these slasher movies is they're cheap, and then you can keep making more of them, which is what happened with this. I mean, it is just a very muted Halloween film without the same ambiance. You know, Michael Myers, I mean, this time it's set in California as opposed to just being filmed in California. And just really, you know, I don't feel like this is much of a Halloween film. It's one of those situations, it really feels like it's just they forced Halloween into it. The other events happening kind of don't feel right. And it's just one of those concepts where, I mean, Michael Myers, or the Shape, he's still running around stabbing people. He's still, you know, lingering in corners and being spooky. But I just don't feel enough for the characters. And, I mean, I like some, like Jamie Lee Curtis, I've always enjoyed her work. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in this, and I really enjoy his work. But really, you know, in all reality, this film, it just falls so short of being a true Halloween film. It is so tonally wrong for the franchise that, I mean, I think 6 may have been the better Halloween movie, dumb as it was. All right? Now, I'm going to grant you, I am a fan of the idea of retconning that the other movies didn't exist. That's perfectly fine for me. I mean, this creates the third canon in the Halloween universe. The first canon being the first 2 movies, or the first 6 movies, or no, movies 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. The second canon being the third movie. This movie is the first 2 movies and the 7th movie, and I do believe Resurrection is a continuation of this story. All right? But, I mean, if you're sitting here thinking, what Halloween movie should I watch? This is not one of the better ones. Okay? I would still say if you had to watch one Halloween movie this Halloween, watch the first one. If you had to watch 2, watch the first and second one. I think it's maybe the 4th one that I enjoyed after that. I dearly don't remember. It's been too long at this point. But, you know, this movie is just kind of there. Season of the Witch, despite it not having Michael Myers, was a better movie. And, you know, as the slasher movie goes, this one falls short by a long shot. Okay? It's competently made, it's competently shot, but it does not have the pizzazz and character. I mean, like, the gate security guard, he's out there, like, writing smut, and I think he's calling his wife or his girlfriend and reading the smut to her, and, like, that's an interesting piece of character. I don't remember that from the first movie, or from my first watching, but, you know, whereas I liked him more as a character, I thought that the son, I thought the son character was just kind of a douche. And I mean, yeah, he's out there trying to score with his lady. Perfectly normal 17-year-old things. But I mean, it's like, you know, kid, your mom nearly got killed on Halloween. She's saying, you know, just don't go out on Halloween so I can keep you safe. It doesn't really feel like it's a big ask. Okay? Maybe in the original script, she was an overprotective mother because she had a family trauma. And, like, this is more expressed than just on Halloween. But, I mean, they keep grinding it home. Yes, it's Halloween, but, you know, it's like none of the characters are even wearing costumes as far as I can remember. There's no trick-or-treating involved. Very little of, I mean, what would you be doing at a private school on Halloween? Why do they not have more than one gate guard? Why are there not shifts? What is going on? And again, this feels like it was a script that existed before it became part of the Halloween franchise. It was retroactively made into Halloween without a lot of fanfare. And, like somebody said, hey, we're filming tomorrow. Make this a Halloween movie. Or maybe we've already started filming and we've cast Jamie Lee Curtis. Make this a Halloween movie. Because they knew it just wasn't good enough to stand on its own. They needed that franchise appeal. And anyway, Halloween H20, bottom of the watch list. I know that's a little harsh. Maybe it's just lower half of the watch list. But right now, I'm not feeling generous. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. I, of course, am Richard.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Fred the Facehugger, and I'd like to point out that this world isn't a nice place. But you know who's trying to make it a nice place? The owner of this channel, yes. The owner of this channel does things like pay for ocean cleanup, and have trees planted, and even feed orphans in an orphanage in Mexico. Yes, it's a real thing, I'm not kidding. I may be a face-hugging alien from a horror movie, but I'm not a liar. Anyway, when you comment, like, and subscribe, you're supporting that better world, and whereas it may not make a big difference, it may be the difference between one more tree planted, one more pound of trash out of the ocean, or one child not going hungry tonight. So, think about it. Shouldn't you comment? Shouldn't you like? Shouldn't you subscribe? I certainly would if I were you. I'm Fred.